All right, finally we have managed to pull this stream off. You know, a lot of my Slack friends were here, and I was just trying to fix the YouTube live. So I mean, they left, but it is what it is. Okay, let's see if my sound is on. If my sound is on, is my sound on? No sound. Okay. Hopefully my sound is on. Hopefully my sound is on. Okay. Let's see. Is my sound on or not? I was actually very upset today. Really upset, man. YouTube doesn't do this very often. It doesn't do this. And my internet is fine. I've checked my internet several times. Several times. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do, right? Because actually, what's wrong? Mandish says, what's wrong? Yeah, I don't know. What's wrong with the YouTube here? Something's wrong. Anyways, all right. So what I'm gonna do is, because obviously, you know, I was streaming. I had a lot of friends here earlier on. They left. One of my best friends here, which is pretty cool. So I'm actually going to invite the Gulag into the stream. Gulag, get to come in the stream. Gulag, get to come in the stream. Gulag, get to come in the stream. 100%. They get to, because obviously, you know, I've messed up the stream today. So if they want to join in, 100% they can join in today. 100% they can join in today. Today. Okay, so my mic is working perfect. It's pretty good. We are down in it again. We are in it and we are working on it. All right, let's see. Breaking down the chart from a daily sort of a time frame right now. So the daily time frame right now, previous daily candle closed bearish. Almost seems as if it has made a resistance or a proper rejection area from the top, right? So, but it has actually respected the previous candles low. So it's pretty funny the way it has actually respected the previous candles low right now. Okay, so the current daily candle is bearish, but seems as if it hasn't broken the previous daily candles low. For a clear sort of a selling bias, clear sort of a confident sells, we have to see candles actually breaking the low. That's what we need to see. Have to see candles breaking the low. Okay, that's what we need to see. If the candles could actually potentially break the low, then there's a high chance price in gold could continue down without any hesitation. For now, the price is just hanging around the area near 1892.25 level. Is a bearish daily candle, but let's go into the 4-hour time frame and we will see what's happening. So looking into the 4-hour time frame, look at this. So the previous 4-hour candle closed bearish below the support. There is a chance that if this 4-hour candle actually does a proper retest or makes a proper high wick, it can actually continue down. It can actually continue down and feel this wick. From the current price, the range is in about 50 pips, or to the first target, it's about 20 pips. So which is very nice. We have had the 2-hour candle close. Look at this. So the previous 2-hour candle closed bullish, kind of like a dodgy body. If the candles are actually trying to push down, we have to see this current 2-hour candle make a similar sort of wick like the previous candle, and maybe we can get some sort of a rejection from the top and the price could start moving down. Okay, so looking at the 1-hour time frame, let's go into the 1-hour time frame and we'll see what's happening. Looking into the 1-hour time frame, look at this. Candles are moving down nice and slow, making this sort of structure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if it's actually pushing down, this resistance, this step may have formed already. Just need to see a proper rejection. Current hourly candle, we are only in first 8 minutes of the hourly candle. So if the candle's actually pushing down, look at this. For now, it seems almost as if price is actually ranging side by side. Have to see candles rejecting the top, respecting this resistance. That way, candles could actually potentially break the low and start heading down. Okay, so we are only in the first few minutes of the hourly candle. First few minutes of the hourly candle. Hourly candle looking good, showing some bearish posture. 30-minute looks good, actually. 30-minute looks so much better for sales, to be honest. So much better. 30-minute looks so much better for sales. Wow. 15-minute looks so much better, too. 5-minute looks okay for sales. Yeah, 15-minute in an overall time frame looks very nice. Actually looks very nice. I think it's going to continue down. I think I'm going to miss out on this trade here. This was a very easy setup, selling setup here. Very easy selling setup. Okay, so now it looks like the price can actually continue down all the way down, and it's in about 14-20 pips range all the way down. So the 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 6 minutes. If this candle actually rejects the top of the range, if this candle actually rejects this level, look at this. I'll show you guys. If the candle actually rejects this level right here, there's a, oh, it's moving down. It's actually going to move down. If there's enough volume, we can get sales in gold. Yep. We are moving down, sir. We are moving down. We are actually moving down. Okay, 15 pips of stop loss above these price. Yeah, I missed out on this trade. Definitely missed out on this trade. Have to see how this 5-minute candle in the 15-minute closes. So the 5-minute candle is showing some bearish posture for now. All right, so look, breaking the chart, breaking the gold's price action in. What's the passcode for a Zoom meeting? There's no passcode. Anybody can come in. Literally anybody can come in. Because I messed up with the stream, I'm allowing the gulags to come in. So yep, enjoy. Try and enjoy. Enjoy the session here. Yep, and gold is pushing down. We are going to push down. 100% push down. Missed out the trade, but yep, gold's going to push down. 100% going to push down. Missed out the trade because I was actually fixing the YouTube stream earlier on. For now, gold is pushing down nice and slow. Structure makes sense. So there is a high chance gold is going to retest this low. This was the trade of the day. This was the trade of the day. So candle after breaking the low, that was the trade here. Stop loss about 13-15 pips above that resistance, and the price has moved already 7-8 pips. So there's a high chance it's going to move down, man. 100%. Yep, it's going to move down. It's actually going to move down. For any sort of a buying sort of scenario, I have to see prices closing above 1892.25 first. I mean, price is heading down right now, so I don't know what I'm doing looking at buys at this point in time. So there's a high chance price is actually going to continue down. 30-minute candles looking very nice. It's going to continue down. Yep, it's going to continue down. So missed out on the gold sales. Missed out on the gold sales, but it's fine because this is going to happen throughout the year. This is not the last day of trading. I know. All right, so the Zoom link, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to and remove that. Okay, so whoever made it to the Zoom made it. I mean, we just here right now. So the power of triangle is happening right now. See if somebody remembers this. It's happening right now. So the power of triangle is actually happening right now. So this is the hardcore pre-New York right now. Whatever's happening right now is the hardcore pre-New York. Okay, hardcore pre-New York. The sales, I've actually missed out on the sales already. It was so apparent on the 30-minute, on the 15-minute for sales to happen. I missed out because it is what it is. I was trying to fix the YouTube streams here. Didn't want it to leave any of my YouTube friends, so upset. Obviously, because we've been very consistent with the stream. So right now the prices are moving pretty heavy, sir. Pretty heavy. Okay, let's look at pound yen too at the same time. I mean, gold. I missed the sale, so it is what it is. Let's look at pound yen and see if I can take any sort of position, any sort of trade in pound yen. All right, so it looks like the price has actually tapped off of the daily support. Okay, so tapped off of the daily support. For now, the current daily candle is very bullish. It does make sense to push up because it has only recently tapped a support. So after tapping the daily support, this daily candle has finished bullish. So anybody can come and read this candle finishing bullish, right? It does make sense. And the next candle here has actually been bullishing up after a proper decent lower wick. So it does make sense for the price to actually move up, right? So let's go into the weekly time frame and see a view of the weekly time frame too. So the current weekly time frame is definitely bullish at this point in time. Let's go into the daily time frame. Daily time frame bullish. Let's go into the 4-hour time frame. Let's just try and erase these levels. I don't need these levels. So maybe that was for the yesterday's stream. For now, I don't need it. For now, I don't need it. Okay. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this. All right. So let's go into the 4-hour time frame. BJ has sent a gold chart. So I'm going to look at it in a second. Obviously, you know, the trade in gold was the sell. I've missed it. So I'm very upset, to be honest. It was such an easy trade, to be honest, in gold. A very easy trade. All right, looks like pound yen, if there's enough volume in the market, if this current 4-hour candle in pound yen is only a liquidity grab for the candle to further move up later with volume, it does make sense for the price to further move up, maybe after breaking 155 300 sort of a level, maybe 155 305 level in pound yen. So 4-hour structure very apparent for the price to move up. Maybe if it's going to move up like this after this sort of rejection from the bottom, if it's actually going to move up, oh, that's fine. That's fine. Have to see candles breaking 155 305 in a 4-hour time frame, then it's going to be much more clear. Okay, let's go into the 2-hour time frame and see what's happening. Okay, looking into the 2-hour time frame, we obviously broke above this resistance. So if this 2-hour key rejection level was a level that is playing out right now too. Look at this. So this was the first 2-hour candle that closed above with no wick on the top actually, and the next candle reversed right down. So was that a fake out? Was that actually a fake out? Was this maneuver, whatever happened here, was a fake out? Is this a fake out or something? If that's actually a fake out, candle finishing back in the range, so this, let's say 155 170, from 155 170 all the way down till 154 850. This, just give me a second. So 155 170 to 154 850 in about 30 pips of range. If the price is actually coming back in this 30 pips of range, we just want to see price, if it's moving up, to make some sort of support before it's going to move up. If it's actually heading down, we want to see some sort of bearish posture in the market, or we want to see candles finishing bearish here. That's what we want to see. Okay, if the candles are going to finish bearish below 155, 170, there's a high level price could actually continue down, because we have identified that this could be a potential fake out. And usually what we've seen is when the fake outs happen, there is an opposite move. There is a move in the opposite direction. If the candles are going to move in the opposite direction, beautiful. But for now, let's just wait. The bias could be a buy because the daily candle is a bullish candle. I would love to see a support forming than anything else. If there's sales coming in, maybe sales. Let's go into the 1-hour time frame and we're going to see what's going to happen, right? So let's see. Our previous 1-hour candle closed bearish with a small body. That could also tell us that, you know what, in relation to volume, the candle size is very small. So maybe the volume is also dying. Maybe the volume is actually dying on the downside. And if the volume on the downside is dying and the price of GJ, the candles in GJ are actually rejecting the downside, making this sort of support. Look at this. This sort of support, it does make sense. So this resistance, this previously broken resistance, right? Sorry, just give me a second. This previously broken resistance, this level, maybe it's being tested right now. At this stage, maybe that is being tested. And if this previously broken resistance that can turn out to be support, if that actually turns out to be support, a 30-minute or an hourly candle turns out to be support around this level, there's a chance the price could actually move up. Okay, so the bias for now, the candle after doing this fake out seems as if it's actually moving down, making lower lows and lower high. But if the candles make some sort of support, it does make sense for the price to move up. So my bias is kind of buy, but I'm not going to execute a buy right now because executing a buy with a bearish candle doesn't make sense. It's just a act of a foolish. And you don't want to be foolish, okay? You don't want to be a foolish, do you? Not really, right? So candles making lower low, lower high. Look at this. This candle made a lower low, lower high. This candle making lower low, lower high. And the hourly candle is going to close in the next 41 minutes. So we will definitely see if this hourly candle is grabbing some liquidity before heading up or is actually heading down after the fake out. So sells, buys, both of the things make sense. Just want to plan out my support. If there's a potential support forming, that'll be lovely. Otherwise, I can see this maybe for a selling sort of opportunity. I would love to see candle closing below, let's say 155.080, 155.080. If the candles, maybe 1 hour or a 30-minute candle closing below 155.080 does make sense for sell. For now, I'm staying out of the market because look at this. The daily candle is bullish. In pound yen, the daily candle is bullish. And we have just recently tapped off of a daily support. Doesn't that make sense for you to actually be calm on selling situation right now? It does, doesn't it? It does. So bias of buys makes sense because the previous 4-hour candle has closed bullish with a very big body. But if that is a fake out, we will see the result of the fake out. Because the fake out, I've actually seen fake outs giving, for example, in about 20 to 40 pips of trade. So if there's a 20 to 40 pips of trade coming in, this is in about already 20 pips of range remaining. From 20 pips, it's like another 35, and there's like another 50 pips of range. So if the market starts moving consistent with volume, we have enough time. We have enough time to catch the moves. There's no hurry. There's actually no hurry right now. Okay? There is no hurry. If that is a fake out, just have to wait a little bit more. For me, I have to wait, obviously. You know, if somebody else can come in and argue with me saying, oh no, I'm taking a sell. You are wrong. If they tell me I'm wrong, then be it. I can't change that. You know, it's just my analogy, my idea. And I have to work with ideas that suit, that vibrate with me. So it is what it is. Right? It is what it is. It looks like price in 30 minutes has rejected that 155.305 level. But if the momentum in the price is still bullish, we can still move up. So it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Simply doesn't really matter. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we only have, let's see. Man, I'm so unhappy that YouTube actually did that today. It shouldn't have done it. I had to start the stream 3 times all over again. 3 times all over again. It's too bad. Anyways, we are in it. Just give me a second. I'm actually on fake out trade. Oh, that's nice. That's the YouTube link, guys. Go and give me that thumbs up. Bang, bang, bang. We got to run the algorithm, right? So I did invite some of the YouTube friends here on the Zoom, but come on. Go and hit me that thumbs up because we have to run the algorithms. Have to run the algorithms. Okay, so the current 30-minute candle actually staying very close with this 155.080 level, has broken that level already. But if the prices don't close below, there is a very less chance the price could actually move down, right? But the prices have actually made a lower low, lower high, breaking lows right now. But I would love to see some sort of support than anything in pound yen because of the recent price action. For example, look at this. Looking at this, it does make sense for the price to move up, making steps, making rejections higher, making rejections higher. So if price actually finally respects 155.080, doesn't close below, and starts closing above this support, my bias for buys are going to play out above 155, 170. I'll be more confident to take buys from there. So let's see how much of a range, that is. From 155, 170 all the way up, it's in about 13 pips of range, which is nice. And after 13 pips, we have even more range here, more cleaner range. So let's see what's going to happen. If the fake out's going to play out for the sellers in the market, beautiful. The market does make sense, but I'm going to wait a little bit more. Yep, 15-minute breaking the lows, making lower lows, lower high. If any of the 15-minute candle closes below 155.080, there's a high chance the price could actually further continue down. There's a very high chance. Well, let's look at gold. Gold, my baby. Let's look at gold, my baby. Oh, and we are, look at this, for another price in gold. Ooh, interesting. We are 36 minutes away from the New York Bank Open right now. Let's look at the daily time frame one more time. Looking at gold from a daily time frame sort of a perspective. Look at this. Previous daily candle made a resistance. Current daily candle hanging around there. If there's enough volume, enough push in gold to push up, the current daily candle hasn't broken the previous daily candle's low. So there is not so confidence involved with sales right at this time, right at this point in time. So if the prices still respects the previous low and starts making some sort of support around this area, buys in gold does make sense for me. Okay, so looking at the 4-hour time frame, let's go into the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame. Gold bullish momentum is pretty juicy. That's correct. Jackie Yam is correct. Gold bullish momentum does make sense, right? So for now, the current 4-hour candle, look at this, is bullish, is actually trying to retest the previously broken support. So what if I tell you this? There's a chance that actually gold can actually move down after retesting this level, or it can actually do something like this, something similar to pound yen. If pound yen is doing a fake out on the top, it could actually do a fake out here in gold. And if the price starts respecting 1892.25, there's a higher chance the price could further move up. I'm still anticipating a bullish momentum in gold than anything else. So previous 2-hour candle closed with a proper support, support with a dodgy body. Right now, the hourly candle, previous hourly candle respected this hourly support. So if this was a hourly support, right, this area, it was an hourly support, prices are respecting that level. Right at this time, prices are respecting that level. Current hourly candle has 34 minutes left for its close. If the price starts going up back in the range above 1892.25, there's a higher chance price could further continue up. But I would love to see buys above 1895. That way it's much more clear, and the price is moving up nice and slow. I'm actually happy I missed that on this sell here, because look at this, the price is actually starting to move down. It moved almost about 32 pips, but the price is coming up. So pretty good. It's pretty good. And the 15-minute, ooh, it's moving up. And pound yen is falling nice and slow. Wow. Look at this, beautiful. Beautiful. Gold still has that momentum. Gold still has that momentum. Wow. Wowie kawowie. 5-minute candle is outside the channel. If the price is actually engaging with this channel in gold, it's actually a very similar situation like the yesterday's New York session and the previous NYSE sort of sessions too. It's very interesting. It's actually interesting. So the 1-minute candle closing outside the channel. Wow. It looks like it's going to move up, man. It's going to move up. There is a single retest too here. Look at this. Candles have retested this level. It's going to move up. There's a high chance gold is going to move up right at this point. Whoever took a pound yen sell with a fake out analogy, I think your trade is working too at the same time. So we are 12 more minutes away from the NY Open. And I would love to see how the price in gold and pound JPY is going to react here. Let's look at pound AUD at the same time. Obviously, I look at some of the pound instruments. So pound is falling down. Pound is falling down. Wow. It's amazing. Pound is falling down. Beautiful. Let me do this. Set my alert for pound. And pound AUD is falling right at this point. Let's see. 14 pips, 32 pips. Pound USD, pound is falling. Pound USD, pound USD is still hanging around there. Let's look at gold. Gold, where is gold? All right, so looking at the gold 1 hour time frame right now, the hourly candle is pretty bullish. It almost seems as if there's actually enough volume in the market to push the price of gold down, this could be a final retest before it heads down. So if there's any sell coming in, I have to wait and not take a buy right now, because buying analogy makes sense, a selling analogy makes sense. So what do? Maybe I stay out of the market and I take entry once it's much more clear. So the price is going to be much more clear once the price starts breaking above 18.95. That would be nice. That would be nice. 30 more minutes left for this hourly candle to close. Let's see how the 30-minute candle closed before. In gold, previous 30-minute candle closed bullish. Is a proper bullish candle too. Is not a funny bullish candle. Is like a proper structure here. Pound yen moving down nice and slow. Whoever recognized that fake out, you guys got it. You guys got the trade here. You guys definitely got the trade. Yeah, the price has moved up about 12 pips right at this point in time. Let's see what our members, what our friends have sent us. BJ has sent me a gold chart. Let's look at BJ's chart here. Mr. BJ. He's taking gold sell. Yep, that does make sense. We talked all about it. And Mandish has sent me GJ. Secure 10 pips. Beautiful. See, that's what you got to secure. Fake out analogy, stop loss 13 pips, half close if 30-minute candles top wick to be disrespected. Oh, okay, that makes sense. If candle close below resistance, we execute sales. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's correct. Mandish has taken a beautiful trade here. Beautiful. Jackie Yam says, man, GJ is slow lately like UJ. That's right. That is right. It's actually pretty slow these days. Not so fine moves. Look at this. Current hourly candle seems as if it's actually rejecting the top. The current hourly candle has 28 more minutes left for its close. Current 4-hour candle still hanging around that area. If it's actually rejecting the previously broken support, if it's actually rejecting this level, it has to start finishing bearish. That's what I want to see. But if it's actually going to go back in the range, I would love to see candles breaking this resistance. That way we have a clear buying target on the top. Okay, so for now, current 2-hour candle is still hanging around that area. 1-hour candle, I mean, it's respecting the support. So 1-hour candle respecting the support. And let's look at 30-minute. 30-minute, current 30-minute candle bearishing down. Previous 30-minute candle has made that support. This could be a valid support as well. If the prices start closing above, let's say 1892, that could be a buying scenario too. That could be an early buying scenario. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen. So the previous 30-minute candle closed outside the channel. Look at this. Look at how Look at how the price actually closed outside the channel. So the current price is actually heading back in the channel, trying to retest. And if the candle starts rejecting the bottom, making another support, well, there could be bias for buys playing out. For now, I haven't taken any position yet. It's a good idea for me to wait than anything else right now. Okay. It's a good idea for me to wait. So I am going to wait. See, I have the idea, I have the skill to wait, so I wait. Previous 15-minute candle close outside the channel, current 15-minute candle trying to retest the channel. Looks like it's actually interacting with the channel. And we are almost about 17 minutes away from the New York Bank Open. New York Bank Open. Current 5-minute candle, has closed right at the channel. Seems as if it's rejecting that top level. Let's see how the New York's volume is going to treat prices in gold, prices in pound yen. Are we going to start bouncing above? Is this, for example, look at this. Is this a London move? All this London move, all this Asian move that happened today, is that going to be corrected, or is the market starting to reject the top? I mean, have to wait and see, right? Have to wait and see. If the 4-hour candle, if the 1-hour candle starts going back above, closing above 1892.25, there is no sell for me. For now, the candles are retracing down heavily, which is good, 4-hour candle does make sense for selling sort of a situation. It hasn't turned bearish yet, so still is not the right exact position to take sell, but have to wait a little bit more. Have to wait a little bit more for the candles to flip if there's a sell coming in. So see how I'm actually trying to be fluid here. I'm talking about ideas of buys, and at the same time talking about ideas of sell, and which does make sense. But I'm not executing on neither of those, because I'm right in the middle of the confidence. If I'm confident with sell, if I'm confident with the buy, I'm not going to take any of these positions, because it doesn't make sense. That means my confidence hasn't shifted heavily towards one of the sides. I am not sure if the buys are going to play out 100%. I'm not sure if the sells are going to play out 100%. So it's a good idea to wait than anything else, okay? And it looks like YouTube is still acting out a little bit. Man, I have to fix this. I actually have to fix this. Anyways, it's lovely how the YouTube community shows up and shows a support. Pretty beautiful. You know, it's actually nice. So the current 4-hour candle is rejecting the previously broken support at this point in time. So let's see. Let's see how this hourly candle closes. Okay, is this hourly candle going to close bullish, respecting the previous support, or if it's actually going to close bearish and rejecting the top? We will see. Current 30-minute candle still bearish, hanging around that area. Is the price going to interact with the channel, reject the channel, and is going to start heading up? What's going to happen? 15-minute candle seems as if it's rejecting this level, has 8 more minutes left. We are almost halfway through the 15-minute, and 5-minute trying to make that support around this area. Okay, has 3 more minutes left for this 5-minute candle to close. Let's see. For our time frame, yep, for the 4-hour time frame sort of analogy, looking at the recent price action, demand area, move up, move down, make a support, move up, move down, grab liquidity, another demand area potentially, move down. Okay, dive into this, grab liquidity, and potentially move up. So if it's actually moving up for now, it's a good idea to wait until price breaks this level. Any trade here is an early trade. If your advanced ideas align with it, then that's right. But for now, there's nothing for me. How can we identify trend change It would be helpful if we could if you could demonstrate. Okay. Nice question there from Mandish. Mandish is talking about how do we identify the change in change in trend. Okay, that's a nice question. So usually the trend, let's say I read my market from a daily to 4 hour to 2 hour to 1 hour time frame. I know that in the back of the head, the highest time frames trend is the strongest time frame than the smaller time frame, right? Always remember that the higher time frame trend or the higher time frame bias is way stronger than the smaller time frame. For example, when I look at the daily time frame, let's see what is clear from a daily sort of a perspective. What do you think? What do you think what's going to happen next here? Right? If somebody's going to give you a chance to bet, let's say, for example, if somebody gives you a chance to do a free bet here, what is your best chance? What are you going to bet on? Are you going to say that, you know what, price is going to move down from here? Maybe no. You don't know. Calling out sales from here is too early. Is too early when the price is moving up, making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and moving up. Look at this. Every time the price is making this sort of a base here. Can you see the base? So we haven't broken the these sort of bases essentially, right? So we haven't actually broken these. So the trend in the daily could be potentially bullish still. Once we start breaking this significant level, and start closing below, then we know that, you know what? The trend may be changing and the power of the triangle may be this. Until then, we just have to wait. So that's how you find out your trend. You have to find out significant level and you have to tell yourself that, you know what? Maybe if the trend is changing, this could be the significant level that the price needs to break before moving anywhere. So that's how I figure out my trend has changed. For example, if the daily candle starts closing below this level, this is 1870 level, I know, oh man, there are more sells than buys now. That's how I figure out my overall bias. That's why, see, I'm talking about buys and I'm talking about sell at the same time in gold right now because the daily time frame makes sense for the buys. And again, the prices right now in the New York section today seems as if it's moving down. So what's happening? Is it buy or is it sell? Is it buy or is it sell? Your trend based on the higher time frame, if it's consistent, you have to base yourself on the high time frame. That's something that's something I practice. So you would know when the trend changes only once prices start breaking a significant level. If the prices starts breaking this resistance, then the bias is still buys. Nobody's gonna come to you and tell, oh, you know what, it's a sell. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense yet. Maybe there is a trend change coming in, but that's how you figure out a trend change in your pair in the market. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. I hope I answered your question. If I didn't, please do ask me another particular question. If I can help, I would definitely help. Okay. So for now, daily time frame makes much more sense to move up than anything else. You know, obviously because of the momentum, and if the momentum is still going to be carried on, it does make sense for the price to move up. One daily candle. Look at this. How many daily candles do you have here? Look at this. For example, if this was your database, out of the database, how many red candles do you see? One. Just give me a second. Okay, how many red candles do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so out of all of these candles, you see 7 candles that are bearish. So what are your odds for going bearish here? Very low. Just looking at that information, isn't it? So looking at the green candles, how many green candles do you have? More than the red, isn't it? So your chances of moving up is higher than moving down for now, just looking at this information. So the trend may not have changed yet. May not have changed yet. Okay, so let's see. So the current 4-hour candle is bullish. Look at this. So this is the first 4-hour candle. Look at this. This is the first 4-hour candle that has closed below the support. if this is the support, this is the first 4-hour candle close below support, which is actually a very strong price action, a very strong signaling price action. But obviously, if the current 4-hour candle closes above, that could sign us that, you know what, there is a potential fake out on the 4-hour. So I am just waiting here for sales. If the sales are coming in, I am not missing out sales. Obviously, I am no late for the sales. It's not happening yet. So I got to wait a little bit more. And we are in about 17 minutes away from the New York Bank Open right now. So GJ was the trade earlier on. We call gold sales. It happened. It moved almost about 30 pips down from our anticipated position. Right now, it's hanging around that area near this support. So we'd love to see how this hourly candle actually closes. If this hourly candle could actually make some sort of support right now, there is a chance price may move up slowly. Price may move up slowly. So what I want to see eventually is for buys, prices closing above 1895 makes clear sense. Bum, 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 bum. That's it. Hourly candle closing in the next 15 minutes. Look at this. Did you see how I was talking about the channel reaction? The current 30-minute candle is rejecting that channel. If there's a high chance for the price to move up, look at this. 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 20 seconds. If this candle flips bullish, there's a higher chance the price is actually going to move up. Very similar to yesterday. It is an advanced setup. Oh, and it's moving up. It's going to move up. Seems like it's going to move up. Yep, in about 10 pips, in about 20 pips, in about 40 pips of range from this channel reaction. Now let's see. So the previous 15-minute candle has clearly rejected the channel and is still below 1892. I would love to build stronger bias once price breaks above 1892. We are 15 minutes away from the New York session. Obviously, price is hanging around that area. Previous 15-minute candle rejected that level pretty hard. Current 30-minute candle is still around that level. So waiting. See how you can see micro sort of a price action when you go into smaller time frame. That's how lovely it is, right? That's how lovely it is. Okay, pound yen 155. Okay, yeah, 155 is a very strong psychological level. 155 flat is a strong psychological level. Yep, 155. But there's a higher chance price could actually further head down. There's a higher chance price could further head down in pound yen. Whoever took that fake out trade, man, that was the trade of the day. You should call it a day. 100% call it a day after you secure that. After this fake out happened, right after this fake out happened, if you actually anticipated a sell on the break of this low, that was your trade. Maybe stop loss above, 10 to 12 pips from the entry. Anticipating the price to further head down. That would be lovely, isn't it? Let's see. Let's see if the candles start finishing bearish or what's going to happen in pound yen. If anybody took the sell, good on you. Goody on you. Nice. 13 minutes away from the New York Bank Open here. 4-hour still hanging around. Current 4-hour candle. All right, Mandish says, suppose price broke above 1892.25. Yes, on gold, and you took buys with enough confirmation. Could you demonstrate your risk management ideas with different scenarios? Thank you, Anuj. Oh, 100%. All right, so price right now breaking the high of the previous 30-minute candle. That's about 1892.25 sort of a level. That only signifies us that, you know what, the current price action, so the current rejection, recent rejection, shows us that there's a higher chance price moving up. And if there's enough volume, the volume may drive the price up. But sometimes what happens is our analysis do make sense. A lot of things do make sense. But at the same time, the candles, the price may start going against you. So once the candles, the price starts going against you, you have to, for example, start building up your exit plans. Maybe if it gives you some profit, 8 pips, 10 pips, secure some and manage your position accordingly. But if the trade starts going against you, maybe start building a rule. Once it goes 8 to 9 pips in drawdown, cut at least 60 to 70%, or at least 50%. So from 50 to 60 to 70, choose what you're comfortable about. Choose what you're comfortable about. Right, so that's what you need to do. Sometimes in gold, because it moves with such a volume, and me as a retail trader, we can only offer small percentage of applied risk to our trade. We cannot risk the whole risk. We cannot lose the whole risk that we applied to the trade. We have to kind of like give only small as a sacrifice, then a whole. So, for example, if the candles start breaking above 1892, if the candles close above 1892, at that point in time, we can exactly discuss how we can manage. But for now, if I give you an imaginary sort of a situation, let's say a 5-minute, for example, let's go to the 5-minute. Let's say, for example, a 5-minute. If a 5-minute in a gold closes something like this. Sorry about that. A 5-minute in gold closes something like this. With a proper body, proper signal. The next candle, for example, I take a buy here. Let's say I take a buy here. Let's say I take a buy here. If the next candle, let's say, starts retracing down heavily like this, starts going down like this near my open price, I will close some percentage right there. That could be my risk taking off sort of the idea. That's how I could actually try and avoid that's how I can afford that's how I can practice cutting down my losses. That could be the idea. But I have to actually show you it live, show the idea live. You know, it'll make much more sense once I show you what's happening and what we can do live. For now, the price hasn't broken above 1892.25. So at that point in time, how price breaks above with a proper low that the market could provide us for a decent stop loss placing area, that is going to be much more signaling. That is going to be much more logical than anything. All right, Jackie M talks about Brexit news. I don't think we have Brexit news here. Kursi pair news tomorrow. Advice to stay away from it. All right. So Salwa is asking me, would you suggest to trade core CPI? I don't trade any major news. I just stay away from it. In one of those streams, we've already discussed about it, how I have been burned by news. So personally, I think trading news is gambling. Obviously, some of the guys who have deep pockets, they can do it, but I don't do it. So I wouldn't suggest this to somebody else as well at the same time. Looks like the current 30-minute is also rejecting the channel, rejecting the bottom price for now. It has 7 more minutes left for its close. The 30-minute candle is moving nice and slow towards the upside. Let's see if candle starts breaking above 1892.25. That way, price could actually further move up. Let's see. So don't trade heavy heavy impact news. Stay away from the news until or the news event time until the volatility dies a little bit, and then definitely attack the market, because there could be enough volume in the market that could give you some pips. But what I do is I stay out of the market when there is hardcore news. I stay out of the market right around the news event time. I stay out of the market. Just enjoy the price action. Just see how the price reacts and stuff. Obviously, a lot of people get screwed over around those times. It's not very nice to think about, but anyways, I enjoy the price action. All right, Hassan on YouTube says GA making lower low, lower high. Some bullish. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, GA. Yeah, pound instruments are dropping down. GJ was a logical trade today. GJ was the logical trade today. GJ made a lot of sense than anything else. So, yeah. Pound USD hanging around there. Gold is still respecting this support. The hourly candle is going to close in the next 5 minutes. I'm going to grab some water here, and I'll see you guys in a second, okay? If there's any idea, obviously bring it up in the Zoom, bring it up in the YouTube. We will talk about it as much as we can. Just trying to make the stream more valuable than anything, yeah? Alrighty. Hi, Anuj. What do you think? What do you do when you're in the trade? Please share about psychology. Okay. So the thing about psychology is, I think you need to, as much as the idea of trading is to express our freedom. It's so much simple. The idea of trading seems as if, wow, this is the final frontier, final freedom I'm getting. And it makes so much sense. It's like I can do anything I want. But at the same time, the discipline that you define for yourself is the final psychology. You can hear out. You can, for example, listen to me. You can listen to another a really good trader who knows about psychology all day long. But at the end of the day, if you can't define your own rules, your criteria for entry, exit, and if you cannot follow it strictly with hardcore discipline, there is no use of psychology talk. But your psychology, at the end of the day, what I think is, if you can't define your own criteria for entry, exit, your own hardcore metal plate written sort of rules, hardcore rock bottom written sort of rules, you wouldn't be strong on your psychology. Your mindset's not going to be so strong. So obviously you have to define your own criteria of exit, entry, avoiding the market, and that's your psychology. That's all. That's all. You have to convince yourself that, you know what? Every time you come into your trading setup, your computer, whatever, you have to constantly remind yourself, this is not the last day of trade. The trading's not going to go away tomorrow. Maybe not. If it's going to go tomorrow, so what? Be it. But today is not going to be the last day of trade. No, it's not going to be the last day. So why over risk? Why over leverage? Why over leverage? Why over trade? Why? Doesn't make sense at all. You need to have a fix criteria, fix rules that you follow every day, and that is going to build your psychology. I mean, in terms of, for example, if you're asking me how for example, how I can be clever with my trades, one of the best ways to be clever, one of the best ways to, for example, do your best and be clever in beating the market is you have to understand your opponent. When I say that, for example, if you don't know what your instrument does in different hour in sort of like different scenarios, then you haven't known your opponent the best. You have to know your opponent the best. That way you can be clear. That way you can be clever enough to beat the opponent. For example, you're in a fighting ring. Let's say you're in a fighting ring. If you know that your opponent has a really good left hook, you would want to keep your guard. You would want to keep your guard up on the side that he can actually hook you on, right? You always want to keep your guard on. If you're not going to keep your guards on the side where he can actually left hook you, so that's going to be your right cheek or right chin, right? So if your opponent has a really good left hook, you want to keep your guard up on the right chin. That's the primary psychology you need. That's the thing you need. All right, so Jackie M says, Brexit UK's first says no breakthroughs and no breakdowns in talk. Oh, interesting. So there was a news. Let's see. So those are the things about psychology, 100%. If you really, okay, so UK economy is going bangbuster. That is the title that moves the market somewhere. All right, so we're going to have the New York open in the next 1 minute here. In the next 1 minute, prices are lurking up nice and slow. Looks like it's going to move up. A very similar situation like yesterday, where the price is actually rejecting the channel, staying outside the channel, and price is trying to move up with its higher time frame sort of a momentum, which is on the upside, which is on the bullish side for now. So if it's actually going to move up, it does make sense. Maybe and this is the New York volume now. New York open right now. This is the New York open. Previous 15-minute candle has rejected the channel. Now, right now, the current 15-minute candle is breaking the previous 15-minute candle high. 30-minute also is moving up nice and slow. Let's see. Let's see if the price is actually going to move up. I want to see upside than any downside here on gold. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. 2-hour candle closing in the next 59 minutes. Hourly candle. This is the start of the hourly and its first few minutes. It's heading up. Hourly candle heading up in its first few minutes. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Want to take a clearer trade than anything today. Alrighty. And my friends are in the Zoom community, which is nice. Yep. The current 2-hour candle is still hanging around that area below the previously broken support. Let's look at the current 1-hour candle. Current 1-hour candle heading down in the first 2-3 minutes of the New York Bank open. So what does that tell us? Does this mean the price is actually going to grab some wick, some liquidity wick from the bottom, and then is going to start? Maybe that could be the case here. I'm not going to enter in the first few minutes of the New York Bank open because I know the volume is going to make it a little volatile. So if the previous 30-minute candle, look at this. If my bias is bullish and I have to start adding confluence to my bias, Look at this. If the previous 30-minute candle closed with a long wick on the bottom, there's a higher chance this current candle could do something similar. Could make a decent, deeper wick, then it's going to start flipping bullish. Maybe. So if it's going to start flipping bullish, it does make sense to move up, looking at its higher time frame sort of a momentum, especially on the 4 hours, especially on the daily. So just waiting here. I'm not going to take a sell right now because it doesn't make sense to me. Some of the guys would come in and they're going to take sell because the 4 hour does make sense on the recent today's price action, but I'm going to stay out of this. I'm going to wait for buys than anything else. Yes, sir. Have to see candles closing above at least 1892.25. Haldon says UK economy need to keep spending demand in economy strong. Some pay rises might be needed. Okay, that's nice. May need to start turning off the stimulus. We could start tightening the tap on QE. Picking up inflation. Okay. We are in the first 4 minutes of the New York Bank Open. Pound yen moving down so nice and easy. You know, it's beautiful. Whoever took, for example, Mandish took a sell above here, believing that, you know what, this is a proper fake out on an hourly time frame. The fake out did make sense on an hourly. And taking a sell obviously did make sense after the break of this low. So the price right now is in about 12 pips from the original position, so which is good. So the only idea you should focus on is maybe managing a position, and everything will happen. The rest will be done by the market. That could be the case here. That could be the case. And interestingly enough, how we've actually built 280 subscribers in our YouTube community. 280 subscribers. Isn't it amazing? It's actually amazing how people are coming in. Beautiful. All right, for now, the hourly candle is bearish. It seems as if it's actually rejecting the channel one more time. We are 5 minutes in the New York session right now. Current 30-minute, current hourly candle, bearish. It hasn't broken the previous 30-minute candle's low. Is doing something similar to previous candles here. So it's actually doing something similar to previous candles. I would love to see candles start breaking above 1892.25 and maybe potentially close above, and that way I can start building my bias for buys. And if I could eventually take a buying position too. But for now, yeah, on a 5 minute, it seems as if price is ranging side by side. Price is ranging side by side. So here's another thing. For example, if any of the 5 minute candles start coming back in this channel, if the price starts closing back in the channel, there is a very high chance price may even dip down even lower before moving up, if it's moving up. So the price, if it's going to start closing inside the channel, there's a higher chance it can actually go all the way down. There is. So the current 5 minute candle dipping inside the channel is actually dipping inside the channel on a 4 hour sort of a time frame. It makes sense for this current 4 hour candle to finish bullish because it has only recently closed below the previously broken support. And this could be a potential retest for the price to head down. But I am obviously not taking any sort of sell yet. For me, I'm waiting for buys. I'm still waiting for buys, like a madman. So still waiting. Waiting is the key. We are 7 minutes in the New York session right now. 7 minutes in the New York session. Okay, 15-minute candle in gold is going to close in the next 7 minutes. We are exactly halfway through the 15-minute candle. So interesting how the rest of the half in the 15-minute candle is going to act. Note it down, just what I said. I was talking about the half of the candle and the half of the candle. What does that mean? You have to note it down. When you back test, these are the ideas you have to back test. How the half of the candle performs and how the final half of the candle shows you a consistent direction. Is that what's happening right now with a lot of volume? We will see. We will see. We will see. 5-minute candle ranging side by side. 5-minute candles ranging side by side. Eventually, if any of the 5-minute candle, for example, let's say this is a range in 5-minute. If this is the range in 5-minute, eventually, if any of the candles closing above outside the range, it's rejecting the channel one more time, like this, will be perfect. Wow, I think it's going to move up. I think gold's going to move up than anywhere else here. So we'd love to see candles close outside this 5-minute range to start with. Yes, sir. Let's see. The guys in the Slack that came earlier to the Zoom meeting, they must have thought that this guy is a shit. They probably thought that, you know what, I was a shit because I was too busy managing the YouTube live stream. It was going pretty bad at that time, and it was going pretty bad, and I needed to fix it for the Gulag community, obviously, and I was going back and forth in it. I had to restart the stream in the Zoom 3 times. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of clicks here and there, so I was busy doing that, and probably they thought I was a pretty bad trader or pretty bad meeting host. But it is what it is at the end of the day, you know. So the previous 5-minute candle is still outside the channel, hasn't actually closed inside the channel. If the candles actually close inside the channel, there's a chance the price could actually move all the way down till the bottom of the channel, or even deep inside a little bit more than moving up. Before moving up. So we will see. We are 10 minutes in the New York session. For now, the prices are reacting with the channel pretty nice, rejecting the channel every time. So if it's actually rejecting the channel, I have to see candles breaking this range, 5-minute range. So this is a micro price action, right? So very micro price action. Look at this. If the price is actually rejecting this range, if it's actually going to head up, breaking the range, like this, and the next candle could do something like this. That'll be lovely if there's enough volume. All right, so Z Anonymous says, time to buy? Not sure, buddy. You have to ask the same question to yourself. Is this the time to buy? Ask the same question to yourself. Pound yen moving down is so nice. It's actually moving down beautiful. Beautiful trade. To be honest, a very beautiful trade here. On the break of this high was a very confident trade. Z Anonymous says, do you check out cables? I don't know, what does that mean? I don't check the cables. I'm not the cable guy. Are you the cable guy? Okay, so the current 30-minute candle has 16 more minutes left for its close. It's still outside the channel, also sort of rejecting. Mandish has got a beautiful trade today. He's happy. He's a happy guy. Mandish is a happy guy. He's got 17 pips of trade running. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so the 5-minute candle is still ranging side by side. Side of the channel is moving up nice and slow. Potentially, if this current 15-minute candle could flip bullish, that is a good sign. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Z Anonymous says he got 100 pips too. Beautiful. Z Anonymous, you may send a chart, buddy. If you can, send a chart. Just send a chart if you can. Just send a chart if you can. Send a chart if you can. And we will see where did you enter. And does it make sense or not? All right, so the current hourly candle in gold has 44 minutes left for its close. It's still bearish, is below 1892.25. So it looks like prices are ranging side by side, even in an hourly time frame here in gold. So 2-hour seems it's rejecting the previously broken support. Would love to see candles closing above this support than anything else. Even the 4-hour candle has 43 minutes left for its close. So it looks like the volume in gold, if it's not going to show up in the next 30 to next 15 to 30, 35 minutes, maybe the potential volume is going to show up around the NYSE session. NYSE, or is the gold dropping right now? Ooh, look at this. 4-hour candle has flipped bearish in gold right now. Gold makes sense to push down. Is it? But the question is it actually going to push down? 4-hour candle has a decent top wick, and it's very clear that, you know what, price actually did. Sorry about that. Price actually did a retest of the broken. Sorry about that. Broken support. Current 4-hour candle seems as if it actually did a retest of the previously broken 4-hour support. Looking at the 2-hour is also bearish. Hasn't broken the previous 2-hour low. So we'll see in the next 42 minutes what's happening around here. I am not in any sort of trade because, yeah, I'm not in any sort of trade. GJ did make sense earlier on, but I didn't take a trade there. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Pound yen 30-minute, pound yen hourly did make sense for sell. Whoever took a sell with confidence with that fake sort of analogy, obviously it paid out. obviously it did pay out. I was trying to see if there was a potential support that was going to form in GJ for a continuation up, but the fake out played out. And sometimes a simple analogy works. Rather than making your trade complicated, it's just so simple the way it moves, right? So the current 30-minute candle is going to close in the next 11 minutes. Let's see how the previous 15-minute candle closed. Previous 15-minute candle closed outside the channel. Right now, the current 15-minute, 30-minute candle dipping inside the channel hasn't broken the previous support yet. So on a 4-hour time frame, it's very apparent to move down, but we will see if it's actually going to move down or not, because this is a very high volume time. So if the volume is on a selling side, maybe it's going to push down, but I haven't seen it yet. Okay, haven't seen it happen yet. Looks like it's going to push down, but haven't seen it yet. So if we're going to see some sort of rejection, that could be a bullish sign than bearish sign. So we will see. Beautiful. Okay, so BJ talks about how weak fill strategy works, and it is effective to trade on weak fill or not. Okay. So I'm going to answer his first question. He's talking about how weak fill strategy works. So weak fill strategy is basically how it's just basically how the candles move. When candles are in momentum, candles are in a volume, high volume time, it actually fills the wick, right? Let's see. For example, let's go into the 1 hour time frame. I'm going to show you an example. See if I can show you how the wick fill works. For example, look at this. What does... Okay, what does this tell you? Does this tell you this is a support? Oh yeah, this is an hourly support. This could be a potential hourly support. And if the price, for example, let me make it much more clear. Look at this. So for now, what do you see here? Price moving up, nice and slow, right? Nice and easy, nice and easy. Okay, price is making a support. Oh, looks like this is support. Price is holding up. Okay, so if the momentum is bullish, and if the price is making a support every time, there's a higher chance at the time of volume with momentum, price can fill the wicks. So look at this. So the wicks are getting filled every time because the momentum is on the upside. The wicks are getting filled on the upside. Look at this. Look at the wicks. 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 They are getting filled every time. So that is basically how the price moves when it's in high volume time, high momentum. Oh, and the price in gold is rejecting that level. Looks like it's going to move up nice and slow here. Okay, for now, I'm going to focus on gold and I'm going to answer your questions later. So the hourly candle is flipping bullish right now, is moving very close to 1890 to 25 level. The hourly candle has 38 minutes left for its close. It has dipped inside the channel one more time, and it makes sense for the price to move up. If there's enough volume to drive the price up, it makes sense. It does make a lot of sense, okay? So the 15-minute candle is outside the channel. Okay, see, so the 5-minute candle is doing something similar I discussed earlier on. So the 5-minute candle is actually doing something similar I discussed earlier on. So the 5-minute is actually trying to close outside the range. If this 5-minute candle closes outside the range, it's a pretty good sign that price will continue up. So it looks like it's going to continue up without giving any retest. So how do you catch these sort of trades? Maybe with a pending, somewhere where it makes a logic, right? Somewhere where it makes sense. So let's see. Let's see. It looks like price in gold is going to move up. If there's enough volume in the market, it can actually push the price up. So if it's going to push up, just have to wait. Just waiting a little bit more. All right, so BJ was asking about weak fill, right? So weak fill strategy, it actually works with bullish momentum and bearish momentum in a whole, right? It actually does work on both of the sides, both of the directions. All right, so the price is actually reaching very close to 1892.25, sort of a level right now. There's 1 minute left for this 5-minute candle to close. I've got a pending set above 1892.25 within about 20 pips stop loss. Is it 20 pips? Is it 20 pips? Let's see. Yep, in about 20 pips of stop loss. So if there's enough volume in the market, we are 23 minutes in the market already. 23 minutes in the New York market already. If there's enough volume in the market, maybe price breaking above 1892.25 is going to push the price up, all the way up, without giving any chances. So I have placed the pending around that level. So if it's going to move up, perfect. If I'm going to lose 20 pips, oh, it is what it is. It is the first trade of the day. I will try to cut my losses short as much as I can. But if it's going to move up, look at the rejection. Look at the way it's rejected. And I'm in the position. I'm in the position right now. My pending has got activated. And looks like it's going to move up here. Looks like gold is going to move up. And that's how gold is moving up here. All right, so my pending was called out live. Right now, it's actually happening. It's happening if the price in gold starts moving back. For example, if this current 15-minute candle, if this current 15-minute candle starts anywhere going closer to its open price, my position will get stopped out because my stop loss is, I've only applied a small stop loss here in gold. I don't want to risk a lot, and especially this is a volume time because my trade can go in an opposite direction any time, right? So for now, the price is moving up. It does make sense to move up than anything else right at this time. If it's going to move up, if it's going to give me 20 pips, 25 pips, 10 pips, I'll be happy securing something. So it does make sense for the price to move up. Current hourly candle has 34 minutes left for its close. It's moving up nice and slow, nice and slow. I can show you my trade here. I don't mind. Look at this. I'm not going to show you my, yep, there you go. The position is still there, and I'm showing you everything here. It's happening. Is happening. If it's actually going to retrace down, for example, let's go into the 5-minute, right? Okay, the position is still running. Let's see. So let's see. So the previous 5-minute candle has closed above 1892.25. This is a very good chance for the price to even move higher, right? This is a very good chance. The way the previous 5-minute candle has closed bullish, there's a high chance the price is going to continue even further up. There's a higher chance price could actually achieve 1895 the way it's moving. But if the candle starts going against me, for example, if I start going in 10 pips, 12 pips of profit, that loss, I'm going to close down at least 50% of my position, because that's how you set strict discipline, strict rules that you can follow for risk management. Everything made sense. I didn't take any funny sell setup. I was waiting for this setup the whole session. I was waiting for this trade, the setup for the whole session. Right now, it's playing out. 15-minute candle rejecting this channel. Looks very nice. Has 3 more minutes left for its close. Is retracing back to my position. If I go 8 to 9, 8 to 10, 12 pips in loss, I'm going to close at least 50%. So I have my triggers ready. Let's get my triggers ready here. Perfect. Let's see, my triggers are on. My hands are on my trigger. For now, the 5-minute, the way the previous 5-minute closed above 1892, this is perfect for the price to move up. The only thing is there enough volume in the market? For now, the 1-minute is 1 minute has made some sort of support here. So let's see if the price is actually going to push it even higher, or if the price is actually going to start breaking the previous candles low and is going to start closing below 1892. I don't want to see any candles close below 1892.25. If If the candle starts moving up, it does make sense to move up because it's a high volume time. We are 27 minutes in the New York session already. So let's see what's going to happen. So the 15-minute candle, so the current 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 2 minutes. It's interesting if this 15-minute candle is going to push even higher up or if it's actually going to retrace. All right, I've shown you guys my position already. If it's still running, I'll be happy to take 20 pips and get out of the market. But I'm going to secure some once I'm in 10 pips in profit, right? For now, I'm bouncing off of 8 and 9. Let's see. I've got my risk management ideas on position. So let's see what's going to happen. Is it going to push up even heavy? Or what's going to happen? Price has done what it needs to do to move up right now. So let's see what's going to happen here. So the current hourly candle has 31 minutes left for its close and looks like it's actually moving up nice and slow. Looks like it's moving nice and slow. Is near this dirty traffic, dirty range at this time. But if the idea of momentum, if the idea of volume works, it may push it higher above 1895 and may retest this high. So I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen. For now, the candle is retracing back to my entry point. So let's see. 30 minutes closing in the next 50 seconds. I would love to see a push. For now, the candle's actually retracing. If I go about 10, 12 pips in loss, I'm going to close at least 50%. My trigger is on. My trigger is just here. I'm ready to close partial positions. That's what I'm ready to do, right? So looking at the 15 minute is still bullish. 30 seconds left. I would love to see candles closing above 1892 than anything else. So the previous 5-minute candle closed with no wick on the top. So this current 5-minute candle is bearish above 1892. So we'd love to see price stay above that level than anything else. Currently, so the 1-minute candle has broken the lows support and is trying to head down. But oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at the price action. It's beautiful, isn't it? So the previous 15-minute candle closed bullish with a proper bullish posture, has a top wick, proper low wick, has a proper body, has rejected the channel, has broken above a key level for me. Current 30-minute candle bullishing up very nice and easy. We are in the core volume time. This is the New York time. We are 30 minutes in the New York Bank Open. For now, price is bullishing up very nice in about 12 pips in profit, 13 pips in profit. I'm going to secure once I hit 15 pips in profit here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to secure 17, 18, and I'm going to secure right here and management position. So my stop loss is at break even. So if my idea of a price moving up with the volume does make sense, it can actually move even higher, right? That was a very small position I took, but it's pretty good. Gold pays you out so well. See, we have been trading gold for some time now, and it makes so much sense to, oh, wow, it's moving up. I'm 25 pips in profit right now. 25 pips in profit at this stage. 17 pips in profit, and looks like we actually tapped 1895 at this time. Wow, whoever took it, I actually gave out the trade today. Even if it was an advanced trade, I actually gave it out for the guys who could follow up, So, yep, if you followed up, beautiful. So the current 30-minute candle retracing down pretty hard. My stop loss is at break even. So my stop loss is at break even. So Mandish managed to secure 13 pips. Look at that. Amazing, right? If you can follow along, if you're clever enough to actually take trades and manage position accordingly, beautiful, isn't it? Salva secured 12 pips as well. Beautiful. Everything about the trade was discussed right from the beginning. We built our bias. We read the market with the current situations. Everything was read properly, okay? We didn't execute any funny sells. We didn't execute any sort of funny setup. So this made sense, and it actually happened. For now, the 4-hour candle has 27 minutes left for its close. It's retracing down pretty hard, so it's actually pretty close to my entry point with my stop loss at break even. If it stops me out at break even, I don't mind, because I've secured already. This is the thing about gold, right? For example, I'm giving it a chance to move. I'm letting it breathe, but if it's going to stop me out at break even, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. I've secured my small percentage already. So I've actually secured some percentage already, and I'm happy to be stopped out at break even at this point of time. But if it's going to give me more, perfect. See, Jackie M, my friend Jackie M got 20 pips too. Beautiful. This is the trade we waited the whole session, isn't it? So guys, whoever took the trade, just tag me on the Instagram, tag the YouTube channel. You know, we got to run the algorithm, so we got to build the community even more. So amazing. Thank you for showing up. Beautiful. Just tag me on the Instagram, tag me on with the YouTube channel. So beautiful. Yeah, for now, the 15-minute candle is still bullish. It looks like it's going to move up with a strong bullish posture here. The price has tapped 1895. If the price starts breaking above 1895, and if my position starts running above, it's a beautiful, juicy area where the price can tap into. So just waiting to see if this runner is going to give me more than my securing, right? So beautiful. Enzo said that was perfectly executed. That's correct. If you go into the stream, if you reverse back into the stream, and you will see how we built up our mindset for the trade, how we gave our strong confluences, how we read the market. Everything was read properly. You know, so everything was read properly. We didn't just take it out of nowhere. Okay, so Trebuchet Al Formage. He says, can you explain your trade? Trabuse. So what you can do is you can go back into the stream and look why I took it. There is nothing hidden about the idea I took today, right? Even if it was an advanced idea, everything was explained. So you will see why it's moving up. You will see. We explained everything. So GJ is dropping. Ooh, Mandish must be deep in pockets right now. Must be deep in pockets, deep in profits. Woohoo! GJ finally move. Beauty. Oh, gold is moving, man. I think my runner is still on. My runner is a break even. Look at this. This is how you manage your trade, right? So my runner, oh, sorry about that. Look at this. My runner is a break even with the half position. If it's going to stop me at a break even, I am just as fine about it. If it's going to move up, beautiful. If it's going to move up, beauty. It's beauty and a beauty. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, looks like it's going to move up, man. Gold looks like it's going to move up. It was waiting for this move the whole session. It was waiting for this the whole time. And looks like gold's going to move up here. We are 36 minutes in the New York session right now. I hope that guys have managed their position. Don't be greedy. Start securing. See, sorry about that. I actually secured some of the position, and I'm happy about it. I can actually close my whole position right now, but I want to challenge myself, and I want to see if I can actually let the runner run for today. I want to see if I can actually do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to close another 50% right here, and let the rest run a break even with a careless sort of a mind right now. Careless. Ooh, it's moving up. Now we're gonna tap that level there. 100%. Ooh, it's moving up. Beautiful. Okay, another 50% close right here. Look at this, another 50% close right here. You can see another 50%. So the original trade was just a single lot, a standard lot, a very small position, a standard lot. I closed another 50% because I'm okay about it. I am okay about it. And if it's gonna stop me at a break even, I don't care. But if it's gonna run, you let it run. Let it run. Let it run. Let it run. Let it run, run, run. Let it run. Let it run. Let it run, run, run. Bum, bum. Let's see. Okay, so the previous hourly candle closed bullish. This hourly candle grabbed its liquidity. This is a very nice example of a liquidity wick. See how the candles seemed as if it could actually move down, but the move down was only a liquidity wick grab or liquidity grab before the candle could move up with volume in a consistent way. So if it's going to move up, it does make sense for the price to stay bullish, right? So that was a perfect example of a liquidity grab. That right there was a perfect example of liquidity grab. Beautiful. Beautiful how the trade is moving. Previous 5-minute candle closed bullish. Current 5-minute candle is still around that area. If the price breaks 18.95 and starts closing above 18.95, there's a higher chance prices are going to move up even higher. I got my small position in a runner. So beautiful. And my friends caught it too. So beautiful. Beauty and a beast. Perfect. Beautiful. Beauty and a beauty. Yeah, looks like it's going to move up. Yep. Looks like it's going to move up. I think Mandish is in deep profits right now. He must be in deep pockets. Mandish, are you in deep pockets right now? What's happening with your position there? Where is Mr. Mandish? Is he sleepy? Mr. Mandish, is he sleepy or something?
No, I'm just relaxing right now. Got 30 pips on GJ.
That's something I love to hear. Look at that. So Mandish
Yeah.
here, I will tell you something about Mandish. Mandish has just recently started trading and he is so clever enough to learn trade management. He is actually one of the best trade management guys I've seen out there. And he just started learning Forex. It's only been a year and so. And he's actually learned trade management so well. He knows that once I'm in 10 pips, 12 pips profits, I have to secure. That's his first thought process. And that has led him to profitability. Right now, gold is moving up. We have tapped that level one more time. Beautiful, Mandish. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. Do the same thing every time you come to your trade, okay? Beautiful. The way you secure your profits, the way you manage your GJ trade, beautiful. Okay, so the price in gold looks like we have tapped 18.95. My runner is still running with a quarter of the position right now. I'm very comfortable letting this quarter of the position run in about 30 pips in profit right now. So beautiful. Looks like it's going to push up. I think, you know what? I'm going to close the position right here. I am actually happy about it. So I'm going to close the position. I actually closed the whole position. I'm happy about it. So we are 40 minutes in this session right now, secured about 30 pips. So beautiful. Beautiful, dude. This is beauty. A beautiful trade here. Beautiful trade. That's how you got to manage your trade, right? So beautiful. Beauty and a beast. Beauty and a Beast. We made about, let's see, in how many minutes did we make the money? Let's see, so secured 20 pips. Oh, sorry about that. So if we start from here, secured 20 pips in 6 minutes. So we secured 20 pips in 6 minutes, secured 30 pips in another 17 minutes. So we earned 20 pips in 6 minutes. So this is beautiful. We stayed calm in the market. We didn't feel missed out. There was no FOMO, no nothing. Everything was explained. I'm actually very unhappy about how the YouTube was acting out earlier on. These streams were like completely screwed. They were not letting me stream. There was something wrong with it. I tried 3 times streaming, but that was okay. You should never feel left out when you come to your instruments, your chart, right? You gotta feel nice and easy, relaxed. You gotta enjoy the price action. We enjoyed the price action. We explained. We broke down the trades from A to the B. We broke down all of the T's about the trade. We secure 20 pips. We secure 30 pips. All of the things were shown. My live terminal was shown. I took a small position, 1 standard lot. Amazing. Gold paid out. This is something beautiful. Now, I'm out of the whole position already, so I don't really care what the market does at this point in time. I can actually call it a day too. So this is the thing about not having FOMO. See, I actually saw a potential sell in gold earlier on. I didn't take it. I couldn't take it. It made sense. And the price from my potential entry point moved almost about, let's see. So from my potential entry point, price, let's see, where's the price? So from here. Okay, so from my entry point, price moved. What's this, the entry point? Where's the entry point here? Is this 6, 7, 10, 8? Yep, from my entry point, potentially, price actually moved down in about 10 pips. So I didn't take that trade. It is what it is. So we waited for our setup. My stronger bias, my stronger high time frame bias was a buy, which played out eventually. In relation to channel, everything was explained. The trades from step by step, everything was broken down. Our analogy, our confluences were added to the trade one after another. What else do we need? What else do we need? This is perfect. This is perfect. Whoever comes to the stream, looking at the stream, will understand why we took it. The pending was called out before I took it. So today, this advanced trade, it is an advanced trade. It was called out before it happened. So whoever could manage their position, whoever took a proper position with the proper risks in their head, with a proper take profit in their head, beautiful. Beautiful. Just go back into the stream and see how we did it. And everybody else who took it, tag me in the Instagram. That's all I'm asking. We got to run the algorithm. See, we got to build a community in YouTube as well. So tag me in the Instagram and let's build a community. How about that? We have reached this 280 subscribers, sort of a milestone, which is a big deal. It means that 280 people are watching us every day. Somehow, one way or the other, they want to see what we're doing. They want to learn. And this education right here is brought to you by our team and our community, our friends in a whole for free. So why don't you come and grow the community? We are not selling anything here. It's just free. So just come in and join in and enjoy the price action, enjoy talking about ideas and learn and grow the community. Beautiful. It's a beautiful day here. So, oh, sorry about that. Secure. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yep. Beauty. Beauty. Beauty, isn't it? Beautiful day here. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Amazing. All right, so Z Anonymous is saying thoughts on another big push. Z Anonymous, I am not a fortune future teller. Future teller. I'm only a trader who reads market around volume time. Z Anonymous, if you ask me when is the next big push coming, I would be a millionaire right now. Okay, so I would be giving money. I'll be passing on money to the homeless out in the streets right now than doing the streams. Because if I know what's going to happen next, I would be millionaire, billionaire in the next few seconds, right? And I'll be passing money out there in the street to the homeless. So that's a funny question. I don't know about the big push, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Mandish has got a beautiful trade, a fake out, identified. You know, that was called out live too. So beautiful. 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 Yep. Let me post a story on the Instagram here. Just give me a second. And we are back to it again. Beautiful. I was silento. That's what Mandish says. I was silento after I took the trade. 100%. 100% I'll be silento because I've secured. So I gotta post the story on the Instagram, right? Gotta flexy. Just kidding.
Hey, and
Hello there.
actually, I'm having a problem with trading. Like my schedule fits London session,
Yep.
but out of 10, I get 7 losses in London session. But whenever I trade New York, I'm
Yep.
most of the time profitable. What
Beautiful.
do I do?
So you gotta find time, man. You gotta find time because see, even me, I was available to do London session, but because of the project, I can't do it anymore. So if the project's not gonna allow me to do it, I gotta find some kind of time. And trading New York does make sense than anything else. You know, you have to sort of find the time. Mandish, we will talk. We will talk later if there's anything else. For example, if it's your work or something, we will talk later about it. But it does make sense if you can find time on this. It does make sense because even me, I've changed my London session stream timing to New York. So you're always welcome. You know, as you know, my friend. Beautiful. Beautiful day, isn't it? It's like a beautiful day here. Beautiful day, amazing. You know, tag me in your Instagrams. Beautiful. If there's any question from anybody, it's welcome. Any question from anybody is welcome. We will try and answer it. Palin in YouTube says, just curious, have you figured out what was causing the problem to the live stream connection earlier this morning? So I think this is what I think. You know, I actually have a streaming software side by side. I actually haven't updated this streaming software, but this issue has happened in the past as well. But once I, for example, close the stream once or twice and I do it again, it works. It works just as perfect. But sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's the streaming software, maybe it's the YouTube, you know, because the internet bandwidth is perfect. I've actually checked it side by side. I check it before the stream every time. The internet bandwidth is perfect. Speed is perfect, but I don't know what's happening. Beautiful day in gold. Waited for the trade. Amazing. Yeah. So if anybody is here late in the stream, just go in the stream, revise what we talked about, different ideas, beautiful ideas talked about. So if you actually could figure out some of the key ideas from the today's stream, you will be actually noting down some of the golden points. Definitely. There is value out there in the stream. Just reverse and try and see where is the key points that I talked about. What were the key points we talked about? What was the psychological aspect of trading we talked about? And how did we build up the bias for buys in gold? Why didn't we take any sell? All of the things were explained. So go and have a visit. After you finish, do it. It's actually pretty cold out here. Pretty cold out here. Getting colder and colder, to be honest. All right, so Palin on YouTube says, "Hey, peeling mindset. How long were you on a demo account before you switched to a trading a live account?" So this is quite funny. I don't recommend anybody doing this. Definitely, if you're a wise person, you know what I did wrong. But when I started, I only traded on demo account for the first few months. And after that, I, for example, started trading the next start of the month, and I deposited, for example, $500. Okay, I was so confident with the demo account. I traded it for a few months, and the next month I deposited $500. So confident about flipping that money, and I actually flipped that money 4 times. So I put in $500. I made another $500. I flipped it. I took the money out, and I enjoyed. I went out. I had foods, whatever. I treated my friends, and I flipped that 500 to another 500 again. So I was so confident. Look at it, and I did that one more time, and it was just the start of the month. I over leveraged. I was trading gold. I was trading GJ, and I actually completely screwed my mentality, my mindset. My mindset was like, you know what? Oh man, trading is like, it's amazing how I'm making money. It's like I'm flipping money like almost nothing, right? So that was the worst part in my trading career. But for now, when I look back into it, I should have stayed in demo trading for a longer time being. Maybe I should have back tested more psychological, more. All right, Jackie M has sent a chart. So I should have back tested more attributes of my instrument than jumping into live trades. That was a bad decision, to be honest. So it was a quick switch to a live trading account, and I failed miserably ever since. So that was so bad, I failed miserably. And I realized after I started following this guy, Uncle Ted, he talks about psychology, he talks about consistency, and there was nobody else who was talking about ideas like him. And it made so much sense to discover myself before jumping into trades, before jumping into the market for the sake of the money. I was just jumping in the market for the sake of the money, which was a really bad mindset. So let's look at this. Jackie M tells us that, you know what? Daily candle, grabbing liquidity. If it breaks below 154.500. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Does make sense. Jackie M, that does make sense. Does make sense. Hello. How are you?
Do you think GJ is testing previous high and it's gonna flip bullish after this 4-hourly candle? What do you think? What do you think? See,
GJ. Oh, actually, GJ, the previous 4-hour candle has closed below the 4-hour support. Looks like we have tapped in this clear range here. So to me, there's nothing telling me that the price is going to reverse up right at this point in time. There's a higher chance to push down than anything else for now. There's a higher chance for the price to push down than anything else because the 4-hour candle closing below 154.850, closing below this support, only tells us that, you know what, maybe New York volume wanted the price to push down. Maybe for a further push down, price just needs to grab a decent liquidity from the top. Maybe it has to make another high wick around this level before moving down, and maybe the next volume time could be the NYSE session, which is about 20 minutes away. So maybe the NYSE push could actually push GJ even lower. There is a cleaner range on the left-hand side. Only thing you got to be careful about is these sort of wicks. Look at the wicks. Look at the wicks. Look at the wicks. Look at the wicks. So that's a little bit funny, but otherwise, structure-wise, it makes sense to fall down than anything else. GJ. If you're still in the trade, just manage it accordingly, Mandish. Just manage it accordingly. Maybe securing some profits and putting your stop loss in deep profits. So that'll be good. That would be good.
yeah, I've kept my stop loss at 40 pips.
Beautiful. Beautiful trade. This guy is making bank. Mandish is making the bank today. Oh my God. It looks like I'm going to call it a day here. So that was the trade of the day. I don't want to stay in front of the market more. See, this is another thing I've learned over time, right? So for example, the good traders out there in the market, when they secure some profits in the market, they call it a day. They don't want to stay in the market. I don't want to stay in the market. That's one of the traits of professional traders or amazing traders. I'm not going to call myself a professional trader. I am not. I'm just another simple trader. But listen to this. If you want to be successful, one of the successful traders' traits is to call it a day. You don't want to be greedy. Once you've secured some profits, get out of there because you don't know what's going to happen in the next hour, next minute, next whatever instant. There could be another fucking breaking news about the COVID or something. We don't know. We don't know. So if we don't know, we just got to stay out of this. Raja says 1 or 2 trades a day. That's right. Jackie M's right. Raja definitely talks about it. And he's one of the best examples out there. Raja Banks is one of the best examples of successful traders out there. He also started from scratch. He didn't have these amazing trading skills right at the beginning. He learned it over time and he's giving the value to every other being. So just grab the traits out of the other successful traders. Tell yourself that, you know what? It doesn't really matter if I actually exit right now. If I secure some and get out of the market. I just want to be green. I just want to be profitable. That's all you should be thinking. So let's see how my month has been. Let's check how my month has been. So from June 1st to this date. Oh, beautiful. Beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Amazing. It's actually beautiful. Bum, 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 bum. Beauty. Beauty. Beauty month. And it looks like the price is actually going to move even higher here. It looks like the NYSE could actually push the price even higher, guys. The price could push even higher. Definitely. Okay, guys, in the Zoom, if you have any question for the next 1 or 2, 3 minutes, just go for it. Otherwise, I'm going to close the stream. So if you have any questions, just shoot it at me. Even the YouTube guys, if you have any questions, shoot it at me. And we will call it a day after that, all right? Let's go. I'm a simple man, complicated. I'm a simple man, complicated. All right, looks like there's nothing from the Zoom community, so looks like this is the end of this session for me. This is the end of the session. Beautiful trade taken in gold. Thank you very much, the guys in the YouTube on showing up to the stream. Had a beautiful time. Had a amazing time with everybody here. Everything called out live. Enjoying the value sharing sort of a experience here. So amazing. So this celebration is for everybody who took it, okay? This celebration is for everybody who took it. So even for the guys in the Zoom, if you guys go to the YouTube, this celebration is for you. So the celebration can only be seen on the YouTube. So if you want to go in the YouTube, go in there right now, because the celebration is going to happen in the next 5 seconds. And we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This celebration is for you guys, and bang! Perfect. That's it. That's what we need. That's what we need. That celebration after we take that amazing trade. Beautiful. Whoever took that trade, whoever managed that trade, amazing. Okay, this celebration is for you guys. Definitely for you guys. Beautiful. Beauty and a beast. And thank you very much for showing up. We will see you guys next time. Until then, we're going to come live tomorrow. The same timing, 6:30 a.m. EST. Until then, take care. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, beautiful night. And I will see you guys. Take care.